from day 2 of our Disney cruise. So Jackson and I were up earlier than everybody. So we're walking up to Cabanas to get some breakfast, and then he wants to play a little bit of golf. So we're gonna get some breakfast real quick, then play golf, and then meet back up with everybody. Join us as we make our way up to Cabanas. Today's a day at sea, so nice and easy day. I always like days at sea because people sleep in at on days at sea. So it's like 8:20 right now. Not a lot of people out and about. Maybe they're all in Cabanas though. Before we head in, I did want to show you guys the hours. So breakfast is from 7:30 to 10:45, and then lunch is from 11:45 to 2:15 at Cabanas. And that's the only time that Cabanas is open, is for breakfast and lunch. So here's what we got so far for breakfast. Sorry I didn't show you guys the entire buffet, but we were just loading up our plates. So Jackson just has all sweets. And then this croissant. And then I've got, this is a ham and cheese croissant. It's one of my favorite things that they do here on the Fantasy. Some ham and cheese eggs, a little bit of bacon, Mickey waffle, potatoes, sausage. We'll go back in and get a little bit more too. You got some bacon too, right, bud? And then you got what he calls colorful O's, which are fruit loops. And potatoes. Yeah, you did get potatoes too. This is one of my favorite views on any cruise ship, is out the back, looking at the wash. And you can see we're barely moving. I know, that's what I was saying. It's very nice. It's very blue. And we're not far off of something. Like, there's an island literally right there. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but that could be Eleuthera. Who knows? We could be like right near the Bahamas. All right, now that we're done with breakfast, Jackson wants to play some mini golf. So we're headed up to Remy and Paulo. No, just kidding. We're gonna go outside here and then go up another deck. He won a trophy for playing tennis in the movie Tennis Racket. It might be a first place trophy. I see you are okay putter. I see you are okay putter. Swing easy at empty cup to defeat your friends. Wow, that's a lot. The assistant cruise director is telling us something
that had to be updated, whether it's
Jackson
a time
is trying
or
to
a location,
play basketball.
Any updates that we've needed to make.
So we decided that we were gonna do Midship Detective Agency real quick. See, Mulan's out. Daisy's walking through the halls over here. This is all the princess meet that you have to sign up for. I think Daisy went backstage. She's like, I'm done. See you guys later. So there's 3 different detective things that you can do. So we're doing the artwork one, and this is the same map for the artwork and for the puppies one. You can see in the top corner here, it's got the artwork and it's got the puppy prints. And then there's another one that's just for the Muppets.
You need to face the black and white pattern toward the center of the screen.
So I think we're gonna start this right now. We might not finish it right now, but we're definitely gonna start it. A lot of people say that this is a good way to find your way around the ship, but I don't know, it isn't like, yes, I agree with that. It is a way to find your way around the ship, but if you look at the maps, you're just kind of going aft, forward, aft, forward, aft, forward at the elevators. So like, if you wanted to just do that, you could just like walk back and forth on the ship. But this adds a little like element of fun to it. Ooh, what do we gotta do?
I wonder if the suspect has been here.
Keep looking around.
Night scope.
Oh, right there. Up just a little bit. Right there. What's that? Ooh.
Say, it looks like a scorecard for mini golf. Must be a clue.
They were playing mini golf.
But look at that. Every name has the letter A in it.
Every letter has the letter A in it.
Criminal must have a letter A in their name.
Okay, so anybody that doesn't have an A, we can cross off. So does Evil Queen have an A in her name?
I don't think.
Okay, so cross her off.
He does not have AA.
Dr. Facilier doesn't have an A?
Yes.
You sure? Where's the O?
He does.
Alright, so cross off Evil Queen. Alright, good job, buddy. Where'd you get a power screwdriver from? Ooh, this one's kind of fun because there's like no specific spot that you have to go. You just gotta go wherever. So what I've been doing, what I like to do is I like to start where they tell us to start and then just go up the different levels in the back and then go up the different levels in the front. What did we find? Oh, we found one of the paintings.
Time to lie down on the job.
Oh, good job, buddy. We did it. We found that piece of art. Alright, so now we need to find another spot. So what? If we look at our map, we are on deck 7, so we can go up to deck 9, and there's 2 of them in the back. Well, that'll be good. Another fun thing about Midship Detective is you get to walk up the stairs if you want to take the stairs. It's right next to the elevators, so you can take the elevators. But there's all this different artwork on in between each floor. Like this is all Alice in Wonderland stuff. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, Cruella de Vil was in jail. So she couldn't have taken the paintings because she was in jail.
Detectives, this means we can take Cruella off the suspect list.
All right.
Off the good work.
That's good.
Why is he in jail?
Because she stole some puppies, I think. Was that Goofy? He's in the sauna.
You found another one.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Good job, detectives.
So everybody has magnets on their doors, but like this is our favorite one. Look at this.
I know, but look at this one.
Look at this. This is their magnet on their door. The tiniest little magnet. Look at how tiny it is. That's so silly. Alright, so yeah, we're making our way to the front of the ship. What?
That did not have anything on it, or this one.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was talking about. You can put magnets on your door because they are metal doors. Look at this. Oh, this one has all the cruises that they've been on. Wow, they started cruising in 07. Look at that. They had to change color. Right there.
And even here.
Holy cow. How many did they do a year? There's one a year, it looks like. A couple in 010, 03 in 2010. 2 in 2011. Yeah. Skipped a couple years there. Skipped 2012 and they skipped 13. Wonder why they skipped 13. That's how I imagine I look when I'm in the ocean swimming. Oh, we're racing up the stairs. This is like a very short set of stairs. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Keep shooing those fish away real slowly. There you go. There you go. Ooh, what's that?
It's mustache wax.
Mustache wax.
One.
Yeah, it's obvious that the villain was TheTimTracker. Oh, so this means that somebody that was here used mustache wax. Okay, so we have to see who all has a mustache. Yzma doesn't have a mustache, so cross her off. Well, we already crossed her off, so cross Yzma off. Okay. Who else? Does Maleficent have a mustache? Nope. But now Captain Hook, does he have a mustache?
Yeah.
And does Jafar?
Yeah.
Okay, so the three that are left are Jafar, Captain Hook, and Dr. Facilier. Alright, so it's one of those three that took all the artwork. So let's go find our next spot. This will be art, I think.
We can't see anything through that steam.
Use your wrench. Right here.
You can use your wrench to turn off the light.
Good job, you did it. Oh.
Dude, peel off that wallpaper, would you? Nope.
Please don't peel off the wallpaper on your cruise ships.
It's you, Goofy. Nice portrait.
Washington crossing the Delaware? Ooh, you gotta use your laser pointer to knock down the crates. On the ropes, buddy.
And let's see what's inside.
Just hold it on the rope. There you go. Keep it there. Keep it there. You gotta keep it nice and steady, buddy. Keep trying. Oh, we did it. What's in there? A coin.
Sand and a gold coin.
Okay, sand and a gold coin. Oh, this is them building it. Building the fantasy. Look at that. Where's our room?
Look at this.
Oh yeah, some sparks hitting the floor. Some sparks hitting the floor.
What's spark?
Sparks, that's those little sparkly things. Oh yeah, you can see like these are the rooms here, but the rooms aren't actually in there yet, it's just open. That's pretty interesting. Ah yes, our pictures of Walt. Look, he's like brooding, look at him. This is his smolder.
Magnet over the metal objects
Ooh.
and search for a clue.
Nice and slow, buddy. Oh, what's this?
The golden
A
coin.
button with a skull and a red thread.
A button with a skull and a red
Have this
thread.
kind of thing.
Just passing by the Buena Vista Theater, hidden Mickeys in the carpet. So between the time that we got on the ship and now, it looks like they've sold out of the Stormtrooper helmet. Oh, he says they have one left.
Okay, you collect.
All right, who do you think it was, buddy? Somebody with a mustache that has like is around sand and gold coins, like a pirate treasure, and then has a gold button with red thread. So do you know anybody that has a mustache, hangs out with pirate treasure, and has a gold button? You think it's Jafar? He was like dead set on Jafar. Put it up there in the box. Let's see.
Okay, we can check their stateroom.
Let's see. Was it Jafar?
I don't see any evidence in this village room that connects them to the crime.
Uh-oh.
Better check your Facebook. and
Oh,
try
should we
again.
try? It wasn't Jafar, buddy. Should we try Captain Hook? All right, Captain Hook.
Let's check this stateroom.
Now let's try our key card again. There we go. Oh, a painting in the suspect's room. You did it, buddy. It was Captain Hook.
Criminal.
All right, deck 3, midship. All right, down one level, buddy, and let's go get him. Whoa, there's all the artwork.
Can you help us out? Hold the lever. Now.
Pull the lever, buddy. This one right here, all the way down. There you go, trapdoor. We got him. We got that silly hook. Oh. All right, nice work, buddy. You got it. You did it. You beat it. You beat the game. High five. Boom, boom. All right, so after Midship Detective Agency, came back to the room, got all dressed in our swimming outfits, and now we're headed up to the pool. I'm excited because last time we were on the cruise, Jackson didn't want to go on the aqueduct. He's been on it before, but he didn't want to go on it in the last one. This time, he's very excited about going on the aqueduct. So, I think we're going to do some trips on the aqueduct today. First stop, the aqueduct. This ride will surely ruffle your feathers. Donald's nephews built this slide, and Uncle wanted the first ride. They were worried he'd get stuck, but he sailed like an aqueduct. See, they turned it up, turned it on full blast, and Donald went sailing, and you could see his butt sticking out of the side of the funnel. Here we go. Oh, it's a little chilly. Hold up my booty butt. Oh, here we go, big truck. Oh, don't play me. Look, there's everybody on the pool deck. Hi, everybody on the pool deck. Oh, man. Holy cow. That sprayed the heck out of me. Woo! Oh. This is what we do. Is Mommy and Jackson down there? Didn't see them. Maybe they went into the flashback. That's it. That's the aqueduct. One quick trip on the slide, and then it's time for some food at Flo's V8 Cafe. Here's what I went with. Got a hot dog and french fries. Then I got some pizzas. This is a barbecue chicken pizza. This is regular pepperoni. But I'm interested to try this barbecue chicken pizza. It kind of looks pretty good. Let's give it a try, actually. It's okay. There's a tomato sauce on it, which I thought is kind of weird for a barbecue chicken pizza. Normally that's the barbecue sauce is where the red sauce is on pizza, right? I mean, I would eat it again. The actual chicken is really good. Now that we're done with lunch, time for some ice cream. Chocolate vanilla swirl, this is chocolate and mango, and they also have banana and strawberry. So here's something that's interesting. We're getting ready to go on the aqueduct again, but most of the times that I've been on the cruise, it's been high wind and you can't go as a single rider. Right now, they don't have the sign out that says double riders only, so I get to go by myself. I'm excited for that. I haven't gone by myself in a long time. All right, so the wind has picked up since we got in line, so they've changed it to do double riders only. So what the lifeguard said we could do is Jackson rode with his nanny, and when they get to the bottom, they're gonna come back up, just straight up. He said just like bypass the line and come right up, and then I'll get to ride with Jackson the second time. Kind of a neat idea because the thing switched while we were in line. So it was nice of them. It was actually really fast. Jackson came right back up right away. Right, buddy? Well, look, you can tell he's already been on because he's soaking wet. Did you have fun? All right, you go get in the front. Yeah. Ready? Okay. Gotta wait for the green light, buddy. There we go. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Woo. 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 Here we go. Whee. Woo. Woo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, big Frank. Whoa. Oh man. Did you like that? Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Are we rocking it? Whoa. Ooh. That was was fun, Jackson. So this is the aqueduct right here, and this is what I was talking about. In the animation before, it shows that Donald flew out and he went into the side of the funnel, and there he is. His little duck butt is sticking out of the side of the funnel. Alright, so after some relaxing in the pool and a quick outfit change now, we are taking Jackson and Oliver and the nanny down to dinner, and Jen and I are going out to Remy. We got fancy dinner tonight. Very excited. This is an extra charge dinner, and the prices vary on what you get, because it's like $150 just for the base thing, and then you can get wine packages on top of that and things like that. But this is one of our favorite meals is at Remy, so we're going to get it. Can't wait. I'm very excited. So tonight is also formal night. So everybody's out in their formal attire, and they're handing out free drinks here when you get to the lobby. Yeah, I think the band is Sister Sister right now that's playing. So it's pretty fancy. And you can see the crew is all in their dress whites. And the captain's out and about. There's the captain. So the kids are in Animator's Palette tonight. Like I said, Jen and I heading up to Remy. Came over by the elevators on deck 3, like right near Animator's Palette, and I never noticed this. Look at that. It's cool looking. It's a cool light. We're the only ones going upstairs.
Sorry, I was checking to make sure my dress was on right.
Oh, you did it.
We
You're wearing
did
it right.
Yeah, thank you.
So we've made it up to deck 12, and we're heading over here to the check-in desk, which is the same check-in desk for both Remy and Paulo, and Meridian is the bar in between here. Remy over here, and then Paulo over there. Actually, you can smoke cigars. Oh, you're welcome to smoke in the Meridian Cigar Lounge. You can see there are specific cigar ashtrays out there. So I've clicked on the menu for Remy, and this vault menu drew my attention. Look at this. Some like really expensive bottles of wine. Whoa. Could you imagine spending $10,000 on a bottle of wine?
So next time you watch a movie, you can pay attention to this Too Beautiful Wine.
Both these wines were from Ratatouille, the movie Ratatouille. They were in the movie. Wow.
Are they wines you can actually order?
1947?
Oh, wow. Okay.
$25,000 and $15,000?
Yes.
So $25,000, $15,000. I don't know which one's which.
I need to...
There he is, the little chef up on top of the chandelier. So they start us off with a pre-dinner drink. So Jen got the alcoholic version. This is the Colette. It's got a little bit of Grand Marnier, like a splash, and then there was a little bit of vodka, Ciroc,
Yeah.
which they said was made out of grapes. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then they used, you see these little bobas in here? These are black currant, but they're filled with a black currant liqueur. And then you top it off with a Taittinger champagne. And then they put like this little, I don't know what that is, like a sugar cube in there? Oh, okay. And then I got the linguine,
Was raspberry.
which was raspberry puree, passion fruit,
And then I don't
and
know
then
what the
he
last
said
thing
with a
was.
little bit of pixie dust.
It looked like apple juice.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll see if I can pinpoint the taste. Then they brought us they brought us the water menu, so you can get different waters from different areas. These are all still on this side, and then they got the sparkling side over here.
You can take care of
I forget which one I really liked.
You can enjoy one night at least on your own.
What should I try? I feel like I tried the German one last time. I went with the San Benedetto. And I don't know why. I think it was just because our server is Italian, and I was like, this is the Italian one. I should like, maybe I'll get this.
They had some from like Germany. They
Yeah.
had some. I wanted
Norway.
the one from like Norway.
It was just Voss.
Oh, was
They
it?
just buy it at
I
Publix.
didn't know that was. Oh, okay.
But basically, they described this water as like being pulled from the ground and then untouched to retain its purity. So, here it is.
Tastes pretty good.
It's supposed to be crisp and lightly carbonated.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not very carbonated.
It's nice.
I think it tastes good.
Yeah. You can taste the minerals in it. Okay. Well, these are like one bite
Oh, the
things.
canapes.
The canapes. Okay. So these are one bite things. This one's got wagyu in it. And then this one is like a cheese, cauliflower, and champagne vinegar. Yeah, and he says to start with the wagyu first. Oh, it's a wagyu uncut. It's a raw wagyu. What's that called? Tartar.
Should I do it?
I always like it when you go to like a fancy restaurant and you're trying to be all fancy, but then they're like, eat this thing. Put it in your mouth, the entire thing.
Really good. It's so tender. I can't really place like any flavors, but it's very delicious.
Ooh, smells very cheesy. That's awesome. You know what? It's gonna sound really wild, but it kind of tastes like fancy Cheez-Its or Cheetos. Try it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me this doesn't look like fancy Cheez-It. Right? It's a very strong cheese flavor.
Very
It's got
strong.
and very sharp too.
The champagne vinegar, like the sweetness, that is so good.
Yeah.
It's like sharp and tangy.
Was I incorrect though?
Oh man, no, you're right. Yeah, that's really weird.
Fancy Cheetos.
It's so good.
He told us the name of the cheese. I just forgot it. I've got a bad
I
memory.
feel like he said it was Cointreau cheese,
Uh,
but he said it was aged in a cave.
For a year in the south of France.
I just had cave cheese from Wales. It
Yeah.
was aged for 18 months.
Oh, a little bit more than a year.
I know.
Whoa.
Gotta step up your game, Remy.
But they said that this one was closest to gear.
Yeah, it was very good.
This is our view too. We are on the aft of the ship, up on deck 12, and we're kind of on the starboard side over here. So we're like a little bit off to the side, like the rear, the aft of the ship is there.
So they did say though that we've never had an ocean
Window
seat.
seat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we always sit farther back. And he said that because we had an early reservation, that's why we got a window seat. So if you want to sit closer to the window, try to get an earlier reservation. I love this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. So we ordered our meals, and typically you would pick between the French side or the American side, and then just have it the way the chef prepares it. It has a lot of fish on it, and I don't like fish, so we changed mine up a little bit. Jen got purely American side.
Because I did the French side last time.
Yeah, she did the French side last time, so she's getting like Alaskan king crab, she's getting toothfish, like the good stuff, and also some wagyu. But then I also ordered an upgrade of the Miyazaki wagyu, A5 wagyu. I got the big one, I got the 4 ounce, and then you got some caviar. Funny thing was, mine, like the steak, comes with complimentary glass of Skywalker Red or Pinot Noir, and then hers comes with a complimentary glass of Dom Perignon. So, I thought that was kind of funny, right? And then I switched my dessert. Normally it'd be a banana, like a coffee and banana cheesecake. I switched it for the chocolate that's on the French side. This is the caviar. Ooh. So while we were seeing the caviar, they brought out the amuse-bouche. This is macadamia nut, salted caramel, and foie gras foam. And you're supposed to dig all the way down to get to it. But then also, they explained that the caviar is from a very special house.
It's from like the best caviar house
Yeah.
in Paris, and they've been
place-
working on this deal for 4 years.
Yeah, and they just were able to get it 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So this is like some of the first time that people are eating this caviar on this ship.
Very excited. The only other time I've had caviar was at Club 33.
But also, they said that it's hard to get this caviar. Like, it's for the royal family of France, the palaces of France, and all the 5-star hotels in France.
And me.
And that, and Jen. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at that caramel.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Let's see, what do you think?
It's so interesting.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No. It's kind of like salty and like buttery. It's good.
Okay. I'll be the judge of that. I like that there's macadamia nuts in it. That's fun. You're right. That is how to describe it. Salty and buttery and nutty. It's really good. The macadamia nuts really like set it off.
Champagne, Dom Perignon, 2013, and you will enjoy with the caviar. So please get a bite of caviar, at the same time a sip of the champagne Dom Perignon to see an expression of savor on the palate.
So he was kind of explaining as he poured the Dom Perignon. He said, here's what you got to do. He said, eat the caviar by itself. Taste it. Feel it. Explore it. Then he said, take a bite of caviar, then take a sip of Dom Perignon. Blow your mind. I'm paraphrasing, but it's sort of what he said. Yeah, look at this. A rainbow outside. Disney Cruise said, Happy Pride. It's a full rainbow. Feels so romantic. We're like in France in the rain, but like inside, so we're not getting all wet. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of a lot of caviar, isn't it? I don't think they're like, it's 1 ounce. I didn't think it was going to be that much.
Potato siphon.
A warm potato soup.
Bon appétit.
So you're getting like a hot and a cold mixed together. And basically what they did is they took the traditional like way of eating caviar and they mixed it all together into this puree that sits on the bottom of it.
There's nothing in the middle. It's all
It's
caviar.
all caviar? Oh my goodness. And he said that the little tiny dots around the outside were spinach. Is it good?
It's very good.
You haven't tried the Dom Perignon yet. You gotta take a bite.
Okay, hold on.
Take a bite.
This seems like a lot of caviar for one person. I didn't think you were supposed to eat that much.
It's just 1 ounce. It's like 1 tin.
It seems like a lot.
Explosion in your mouth. Ray, watch Rachel over here who has her mind being blown. You can tell. Look at that.
I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
Was it good?
It was, but yeah, really good.
So I got the non-alcoholic pairing. This is a gin tonic. I'm very excited for that non-alcoholic gin tonic. And then they also brought over their famous bread. This bread is made in France. And it comes over here. Oh, a tomato.
What you have in front of you is a new and fun way to discover tomato from a chef Arnaud. You have a tomato pie in front of you which has 2 layers of tomato with a tomato miso in between, which we glaze it with homemade tomato ketchup. On the side the seasoning made with mainly preserved lemons and confit shallots, so high in acidity. We serve it with a cannella, but this time only with black olives. And on the side you will have this fantastic tomato vinaigrette, which we serve it without the spoon. This is because we like to serve it with a homemade focaccia, made with just a little bit of fleur de sel and basically the same process of a croissant. So lots of lamination, which should be enjoyed by breaking it and dipping it inside the vinaigrette. The tomato water, which is going to clean off your palate from all of these flavors. On the opposite side we do king crab. It's rested on a shellfish hollandaise sauce, and then on the side we have a salad, a warm salad, served with white asparagus as well as horseradish wrapped in daikon, which is a type of Japanese fish. Have a little bit of everything all together, and we can also try the ingredients on their own to see how they work.
Oh, okay.
And then they explained this is the butter, right? So this is just regular butter. This is a pepper butter, not a spicy pepper, but like a bell pepper. And this is a nori butter. And then they said they serve them unsalted, but then they explained they give you some salt. And this is fleur de sel, like
But
French
he said
salt.
it was like the best
Yeah.
salt, and that they can
From
only.
the north of France.
He said they hand pick it.
And they can only do it at night because the temperature is just right.
He's given us so much information. I've never heard any of this before.
Right.
And we've been here multiple times.
Right?
So they hand pick the salt. That's what you're paying for.
I'm a sturgeon farmer and you're a nighttime salt picker, and our budget for a house is $6.6 million.
I bet it really would be.
Right.
This is so good. It's one of, like, literally one of the best things I've ever eaten.
King crab.
It's king crab, delicious, and then it has what do you say, like a shellfish hollandaise? It just tastes like I'm eating melted butter, like a semi-melted stick of butter.
Yeah.
It's very good.
All right, I tried the tomato, and I mean, admittedly, this was like the thing that I was least excited for. It was good, it tasted good, but it wasn't like mind-blowing good. It wasn't like the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Mine was so good. You even tried it and you said it was good.
Yeah, it was.
Highly recommend that.
And the tomato water gazpacho, a little bit weird. They told us that they change the menu often. They said once every like 6 months or something like that. But they never change the 2 menus at the same time. It just so happens that they just changed the American menu today. Today's the first day with the new American menu. So the stuff that you're seeing that we're getting is new. Like if you came here yesterday, it would have been different. So it's exciting. The virgin margarita with the non-alcoholic tequila. You can see the like pieces of like lime, like fresh lime in there.
That seems like it.
Oh, that is really interesting. I'm gonna get it with a little bit of salt too, because there's like a salted bread.
I think it's tahini. It looks like tahini.
This is good. So we asked what it was rimmed with, and he just said like a blend of spices. It's like it wants to be sour, but it's not.
Yeah. But it does
Interesting.
feel
Makes
like...
me feel fancy though. Look at this little tiny cup.
It's going to be extremely meaty, flaky, and as well tender. This is because this fish lives more than 2 miles deep down in the ocean, so he allows himself to protect with a lot of body fat. We serve it with a chimichurri sauce as well as butternut squash. We serve it as well with a blossom of tempura courgettes. On the other side, we have one of the most iconic dish from Italy. This is the gnocchi. but they are flourless, so they're going to be nice and light, cooked in a creamy reduction, served with a champagne vinegar in between each gnocchi, and in the very center we have a yellow wine siphon. Particularity is that they let it age for nearly 7 years, so it develops this sort of acidity and nutty flavors to it. The chef makes a reduction from a whole bottle to 10 ml. So then the continuation of cream, butter, the French style of butter, so quite a lot.
Perfect. Thank you.
Pleasure.
I like that. It kind of looks like a little guy wearing sunglasses. Did you hear that? The chef took a whole bottle.
Kind of looks like a little guy.
It does. Look at it. The chef took a whole bottle, 750 milliliters of wine, and he reduced it down to 10 milliliters.
10 milliliters. That sounds like it's either going to be really good or really bad.
It'll be really good. Here's my favorite thing about fancy food is it can just be simplified down to this tastes like potatoes and butter with a little bit of a vinaigrette on there, so it gives it a little bit of like a hint of tartness to it, but like the creaminess of the butter and the like potatoiness of the potatoes, so good, so good. And these potatoes are not like al dente gnocchi. They're like, it's like just rolled up mashed potatoes. So good.
It sounds good.
You know that scene in Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Where he eats the bite of ratatouille and like transported back to his childhood?
Yeah.
That just happened to me with this gnocchi. Because there's the flavor in my mouth triggered a memory of Christmas cookies. It was the butteriness of this triggered the flavor, the memory in my brain of like pecan logs, how buttery they are.
Oh.
Man, I was there, Christmas morning, just opened up my Transformers, eating my Christmas cookies. So good. It was great. Because I got the Wagyu, it came with a glass of the Pinot Noir from Skywalker Ranch.
Oh, there's something in there.
Is it the cork? Little
Maybe.
floaty guy in there. Part of the cork. That's part of the appeal of wine.
Is it?
I don't know.
This is like so. Look at this wine
You know how
glass.
leggy it is?
No, the
how
like.
skinny it is?
Yeah, I feel like that's. How'd they do that?
Machines.
It's so thin.
People. Magic. I don't know.
But he did say that it was from Marion County, which is an hour above LA, and because of the climate there, it is like a full-bodied Pinot Noir.
They said it was cold.
Yeah, he said that it was dark cherry and it's very juicy. It's a juicy Pinot Noir.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Let's try it. Give it a little sip.
I hope
see
I
what
get
you
the
think.
cork. Smell that.
Smells like wine.
But it's like, I've never smelled a wine like that. It smells very like, you know when they say that wine has a tobacco? That's what this, I feel like that's what that is.
Okay. Let's see if old Georgie knows how to make a wine.
No. Wow.
Full body.
It's not my favorite wine, but it does have a very unique flavor to me.
It's supposed to go with the steak, so I understand.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You'll just have to give me some of your Wagyu.
No. So this is the quail, the grilled quail. There's some sherry juice on the side. Just actually they grill it up and then they brush it with sherry, and then some risotto on the side with sunchoke and truffle.
There we go. So here you will enjoy the Demo de Riche. So basically the non-alcoholic bourbon. You will see on the taste. We really think like the bourbon, but obviously without alcohols. A great representation.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Yeah. That's wild.
Right.
Whoa. I got 2 steaks.
Yes, and the best steaks in the world. But we always like to start with the ladies, because we are gentlemen. So we went to start with a fantastic product of Snake River Farm tenderloin, which has been brushed with the roasted garlic butter and served with different consistency of potato from Hideout, as well as a guanciale granola, which then we're gonna finish in the very center with a bacon reduction. For Monsieur, we have these fantastic flavors. You have the Miyazaki on the bottom left, the product and the upgrade, and the Snake River Farm Wagyu A5 from Hideout on the bottom right. On the top left you have a potato gratin, 1,000 layers of potato with a little bit of cream in between, and then cooked in the oven, finished with some vegetables.
I'll be counting the layers of this. You said it was 1,000 layers? So here's the cut of the regular steak, not the upgrade. I haven't cut into the upgrade yet, so I'm going to eat this one first and see how it is. And then you can see the difference of the Miyazaki. Ooh, I'm very excited to try this. So with the Miyazaki, what I want you to do, I want you to imagine the best steak you've ever had in your life. Quadruple that expectation. So good. So you know how if you get a really good burger, the texture is just like smooth, right? Imagine that in a full steak. It's like
the marbling is just, there's so much fat.
There's so much fat that it just melts.
Yeah.
It's like eating meat flavored mashed potatoes. Like,
it's like so juicy too.
But it stays together. But there's no like, it's just like, I could probably chew this without any teeth. It's so good. It's so delicious. But also, the difference between the upgrade steak and the standard steak is miles as well. And the standard steak is ridiculously good. And the upgrade steak is what's above ridiculous. What's the next level? Like when you've gone plaid with steaks. Ludicrous. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to try them all? Or would you just like to have a selection? Like usually our chef recommends. It's an amazing cheese from Normandy. It's going to be a little bit interesting because it starts mild and then it grows in the aftertaste. And it has a lot of minerals.
We call it a tour of France out of cheese, right? And he starts with the mildest and we work our way to like the most pungent here. We learned so much about cheese.
Yeah.
For I'll give you 2 facts of what we learned about cheese. He gave us 2 cheeses from Normandy. I didn't realize Normandy was like a huge cheese region. And then he said that normally blue cheese is made out of sheep's milk. This one's made out of cow's milk, but it still has the penicillin in it, so it still has that like funkiness to it. And then the other one that he had was like more pungent because it's made from raw sheep's milk.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm so excited for this. Look at this, look at the color of this cheese. And then for dessert they brought me out a non-alcoholic Prosecco. So I can taste grape juice, but there's like something else in there.
So in front of me, we have the banana cheesecake, which is soaked in a coffee syrup. The base is chocolate, and then with chocolate mousse and roasted bananas with a layer of chocolate on top. There's also a passion fruit and guava sorbet on the side, which continues to refresh your palate as you enjoy the main dish. This is the dessert that is on the American side of the menu. Tim got the chocolate dish, which has a cacao nib ice cream on the side with salted caramel and chocolate ganache. This also helps to refresh your palate as you eat the main dish. This dessert is part of the Green Michelin Star Guide. This was actually pretty cool. So this is a sustainable dish because the chocolate is made with cacao nibs, which is then ground together with leftover sourdough bread. And then the chef roasts this in the oven. And with the high temperature, it will meld together. And then as that cools down, it becomes crunchy. And then in between that, the chef places a chocolate and caramel ganache and a little fleur de sel on top, and then a dusting of cacao. And that is the dessert from the French side. So Tim ordered the dessert from the French side.
Okay. This is it. This is my...
We made it to the end.
This is my recycled dessert.
Oh yeah, he said it was from the Green Michelin Guide.
So that they take the old sourdough bread and they mix it up with cacao nibs.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
I know.
Wow.
I gotta find this Green Michelin thing.
Our server, his name is Fabio. He's been the best Remy server that we've ever had because he's given us so much information that we didn't already know.
Yeah.
So although we've already eaten at Remy, this was like a completely new experience. Really good. You should ask for Fabio.
Good. He's got great hair too.
And then to end the dinner, they gave us even more desserts. So these are almost like a homemade fruit roll-up, but in cube form. When we tried these, they were kind of like weirdly salty, but also sweet. I don't know, they weren't my favorite, but I was also very, very full. This one over here is raspberry peanut with a caramel ganache on top. She said these are all finger food, so feel free to pick them up with your fingers. And then the little dome is dark chocolate with passion fruit ganache. And I think she said walnut, but I didn't actually try that one. Tim did say that he liked it though. And it was just like a nice way to end the dinner. But to be honest, we were so full that we ended up just boxing this up and taking it back to the room. But all in all, it was a fantastic time, and we ate way too much.
Ooh, buddy. That was delicious. And I want to eat there all the time, but it was so much food. It was so much food. I am stuffed, and it took a long time. It took us about 3.5 hours to eat. Like, our reservation was at 6 and it's 10 o'clock now. So, longer than 3.5 hours. But
I loved it. Oh, and...
Oh, they give you a rose.
They gave me a rose.
You're the bachelor now.
Oh no, I got picked.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was delicious. It did take a long time. It was very reminiscent of Victoria and Albert's, how the food was so good. But It just took so long. I was so tired.
Yeah. Same chef made the menu.
But it was very good. I think my favorite thing was the Alaskan king crab legs.
Yeah.
And
my wagyu
obviously, oh yeah,
was
yours.
So good.
Obviously, that was a highlight. It was very, very good. It was also an upcharge, so it's not something that comes with it specifically, but I do recommend getting it because it was like lush, you know?
Yeah.
It was so good.
So, Remy, ridiculously good. What else did we do today? I feel like we didn't really do much. We went down the aquaduck a bunch of times, which that's the way you do it on a day at sea. I had like such high plans for today. Then we got into the water and I'm like, it's water time. It's time to hang out here, go down the slide. I was sitting in the like shallow Mickey pool watching Inside Out. So much fun. Like, it's like I like that about, well, yeah, I like that about cruises and days at sea. There's like always a chance for you to relax. So right now I'm on my way up to the 11th floor to fill up our water bottles. Some people were confused about that on the last cruise because we bought water to fill up our water bottles. And they're like, oh, is water not included? I'm going to show you guys how water is included. We're watching Maleficent on the on Funnel Vision. And we just got our wings cut off. So all that to tell you, please ignore the wailing in the background. But you come over here and you can fill up with water like this. Another fun fact is that on the other side, over there, so right now we are on the starboard side. No, we're on the port side. And you get regular water. But over on the starboard side, you can get soda water. So if you're interested in soda water, they do have it over there. But yeah, so that's how you can fill up your cup on the cruise ship with just water to take downstairs for you. And that's something we always recommend bringing on a cruise ship is some sort of vessel to hold your water. Like we do water bottles or cups or whatever. And then you come up here and you fill them up. But you can also purchase water. Is it like playing right here or is it just echoing throughout here? It's just echoing all throughout here. So there you go, that's how you get water. So but tomorrow we are on the new port. We can't call it the new island because it's not an island. It's not specifically just a private Disney island. It is a section of an already established island that Disney has a portion of. So the island is called Eleuthera that we're going to, and the area of the island that Disney has is called Lighthouse, Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. But if you look at an overhead view, you can see just a little bit north of it is the Princess Private Island area. So we're headed to Lookout Point or Lighthouse Key. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point tomorrow. I think we're just gonna call it Lighthouse Point from here on out. It's easier that way. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna try to get up early and see it docking. But from the announcements that I heard earlier today, they're saying we'll be docking at 6:30. I don't know, I'm gonna get up at 7 and have a look outside and see what's going on. Interested to see because the pier, from what I'm seeing, is a half-mile long from the ship to the first tram stop. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. And then kind of compare that to Castaway when we go to Castaway too. So I'm gonna go to bed. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. With that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.